With me now, the AFC Wimbledon manager, Johnnie Jackson. Johnnie, we rightly talk about ourselves and the achievements of this club, but huge credit to Sutton United in terms of getting out of the National League and the first season they had last season.
Yeah, done great things in the past few seasons. Their manager, Matt Gray, someone I know really well from youth team days together at Tottenham, so I've watched with interest, his journey as a manager and obviously the things that he's been doing with Sutton. Great achievements in the last couple of years, but it'd be good to go up against him and his team on Saturday. But obviously, any fondness that I may have for him will go out the window on Saturday.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit more about that. It's interesting, you and Matt Gray.
Yeah, we were same year at Tottenham, so we was apprentices together. He played centre half in our youth team. I played centre mid, so we've known each other for a long time, and obviously gone different paths as different journeys as players, and sort of come full circle really. And now gonna get the opportunity to manage against each other. So really interesting story.
Good stuff. In terms of derbies, though, as a player, what were you like over the years? Were they good to you?
Some were good, some were not so good, but always enjoyed playing in them. Fiercely competitive, always a little bit of extra edge on it. Always wanted to win anyway, but there always seemed to be a little bit of spice. Lucky enough to play in some crackers in my time. Played against Arsenal for Tottenham, and Charlton Millwall derbies were lively ones, and I know this is going to be a real lively game because there's been a lot of talk about it. I think from the moment the fixtures came out, people were looking forward to this one. Obviously this week there's been a lot of interest in it. I know we're looking at a real bumper crowd, and I'm really excited for it, in front of our own fans, and it's really important that we show them that we're up for the fight, and that we recognise the significance of the game and the derby, and that we give the supporters something to shout about, and then we know that they'll get behind us in equal measure.
Absolutely. I mean, there's history behind it in terms of the two clubs, but do you want it to kind of ignite in terms of on the pitch, or has there got to be a little bit of note of caution as well, though?
Listen, I want us to be competitive in every game, and none more so in this game coming Saturday. I think we need to get cracking with our season, and that needs to start Saturday. We need to start winning games, and then when we do, we need to back it up and win back-to-back games, which we haven't done yet. So, obviously it's a derby, and there'll be extra interest on it. But for me, I have to look at my team, and it's important that we get a win, and we get performance that leads to a win, and we start getting on the march really. So my focus is on that. I know that if we're at it and we're competitive, then that derby spirit will come out anyway.
Boosted by the news that Nathan Broome and Alex Pearce are able to take part in training. Yeah.
So Pearcey and Broome have been involved with a group now for the whole week. So we're hopeful to have both of them available to us going into Saturday.
Alex Woodyard, of course, made an appearance last week. Good to have him back, encouraging signs.
Brilliant to have Woody back. It's obviously been a big miss, and because he's been out the whole season, you almost tend to forget that he's been a miss for us. But he's our club captain. He's a big player for us on and off the pitch, and the sooner we can get him back involved, the better. So to have him come off the bench on Saturday was probably one of the positives to come out of the game. So good to get him 10 minutes. We know, I've spoken a lot about it to you, that we have to build him up steadily, slowly but safely, but also at the same time recognise that the sooner we sort of have him available from the start or for longer periods, then it's going to benefit the team.
Two midfielders that were missing last week, George Marsh, Paris Magoma. What's the situation with them?
Yeah, Marsh had an issue with his ankle that he picked up sort of late part of the week, and Paris was struggling with his hamstring a little bit. So we'll make late calls on those guys. Obviously, we need them to train sort of back end of the week and be involved to have an opportunity for Saturday. So we'll make late calls on those guys.
Of course, we touched upon Nathan Broome being back, but Will Jääskeläinen wasn't there last week. Do we know what's the situation with that?
Yeah, Will again. He's picked up a niggle in training, so he's probably going to miss a significant amount of time out now, a few weeks. He's in a boot at the minute, so gutted for Will because he was looking good in training and pushing Tams hard, but he's had that setback. Thankfully, it looks like we're going to have Nathan Broome back out on the grass with some training and available, so that helps with that situation, but obviously we're disappointed for Will.
How's everybody else? Any other significant team who's ahead of this game?
No, everyone else is good. They've trained fully this week, done some really good prep work everyone recognises the significance of the game coming up, and the fact that we need to pick up points as well and really kick-start this season. So everyone's in a good place. We want to put on a show for our fans and give them something to cheer about on Saturday.
One other player to touch upon as well, who's currently away on loan. News about Ethan Sutcliffe this week, a broken tibia. That's a blow, because he's a real prospect, isn't he?
Yeah, really disappointed for Ethan. I was pleased that we managed to get him a good loan club to go out, get some experience to further his development, which we felt was really important at this stage of his career. So really disappointed for him. He's a great lad. He's got a great future ahead of him. He's a really bright prospect that we're really fond of. But he's obviously picked up a nasty one there. It's going to miss a significant period, but we'll look after him, we'll rehab him well, and hopefully he comes back stronger.
Absolutely. And of course the key thing for yourself, real tools of the trade these days, the voice, it's back again. You're okay for this Saturday? Yeah,
it took a while. It took about a week. From last from the Colchester game actually. Yeah, it took about a week, 10 days, and it seemed to be getting better. And then every time I went out on the training pitch and started screaming and shouting again, it sort of set it back. But it seems to be all right now. Got my voice back, and obviously I'm going to need that. On Saturday.
Well, Anthony Wordsworth touched upon it when we did the interview in pre-season. You're a recording artist as well. Is there any sort of techniques that get it back into shape pretty quick?
Not really, no. I've just had to put the singing and the guitar on the back burner for now. But I've got more important things to focus on at the minute.
Absolutely, Johnny. Thanks very much for your time.
Cheers.